Hello all, myself Dr. Shanti Verma. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss requirement engineering task part 1. In the previous session, we already discussed what is requirement and what is requirement engineering. Let's start this session with learning objective. At the end of this session, you are able to understand the 7 distinct requirement engineering tasks. You are also able to understand what is inception and what is elicitation task. Now let's discuss the requirement engineering task. Basically, there are 7 distinct requirement engineering tasks which are inception, elicitation, elaboration, negotiation, specification, validation and requirement management. In this session, we are only discuss inception and elicitation. Now let's discuss what is inception. Basically, inception is a ask a set of questions that establish the basic understanding of the problem, the people who want a solution, the nature of a solution that is desired, and the effectiveness of the preliminary communication and collaboration between the customer and the developer. So, if we summarize the inception, we can say that inception is a need, why this system is needed, which person needed this solution, what is the behavior of this problem, what is the working description, what is the scope, what is the nature, and what is the feasibility for this particular problem. Now in this figure you can see that we are discussing the inception task. So what is inception task? During inception, basically the requirement engineer asks a set of questions to establish the basic understanding, who want this solution, nature of solution, effectiveness in communication between customer and developer. But these all questions basically used to identify the stakeholders, recognize the multiple viewpoints, and it's also create a one type of collaboration and find out who is a project champion, and it is break the ice and initiate the communication. So it is for requirement gathering, it is very important to communicate with each other. So this inception is a method which is used to find out the scope and the basic understanding of the problem. Now, what are the first question that asked in the inception phase? Basically, these questions focus on the customers and the other stakeholders and the overall goals and the benefits of these first question task is it is a context free. So, what are the different questions? First is who is behind the request for this work? Who will use this solution, because it is not important that who initiate this problem, that person is use the solution. Then what are the different economical benefit of this successful solution, and is there is another solution you want to need. So basically the first questions identify the stakeholders, the measures of benefit of the successful implementation of project. What are the next questions? These next questions enables the requirement engineer to gain a better understanding of the person and allow a customer to voice his or her perception about a solution. So what are the different questions? First is how would you characterize a good output that would be generated by a successful solution? What problems will this solution address? Can you show me or describe the business environment in which this solution will be used, or who will use this solution? Will special performance issues or a constraint affect the way the solution is approached? So basically in the next question phase, the customer's point of view is known by the developer. Now, what is the final set of questions? Basically, the final set of questions focus on the effectiveness of the communication activity itself, and some examples questions are you the right persons to answer this question, or you are the official or not? Are my question relevant to the problem that you have? Am I asking too many questions? Because if you are asking too many questions, it might be possible the another person not give the responses very well. Can anyone else provide any additional solutions, or should I asking you anything else? These are the final set of questions which is used for the effectiveness of the communication activity. Now, the second task, requirement engineering task is elicitation. Now let's discuss what is a elicitation task. Basically, the elicitation requirement is difficult because of the three parameters. First is a problem of scope, second is a problems of understanding, and third is a problem of volatility. So what is the problem of scope? Basically, scope is identifying the boundary of the system, and it is very difficult to specify too much technical detail rather than overall system objectives. The second is a problem of understanding. Basically, what is wanted, what the problem domain is, what the computing environment, all this information that is believed to be obvious is often omitted, and it might be possible these are very important. So the problem of understanding is also important in elicitation requirement. Next is volatility. It might be possible the requirement change over the time, so there is a chances of volatility of the information. So basically, elicitation may be accomplished through the activities like the collaboration requirements gathering, quality function deployment, user scenarios, and the elicitation work products. Now let's discuss the collaboration requirement gathering. Basically, collaboration means where each participants of the meeting give their views. So for that, the meetings are conducted and attended both by the software engineer and the customers. But the rules for the preparation and the participation are established. Agenda is fixed. Felicitator is either a customer or a developer or an outsider. The main function of felicitator is to control the meeting. A definition mechanism can be a worksheet or a flip charts or a wall sticker is used. The goal for the collaboration requirement gathering is to identify the problem, to propose the elements of the solution, to negotiate between the different approaches, and to specify a preliminary sets of the solution requirement. Now let's discuss one scenario. In this scenario, basically, there is this is the one use case. Our research indicates that the market for home management system is growing at a rate of 50% per year, and the first safe home function can be bring to a market should be the home security function. Most people are familiar with the alarm systems, so this would be an easy sell. The use case is the home security function would protect against or recognize a variety of the undesirable solutions such as illegal entry, fire, flooding, carbon monoxide levels, and the others. For that, you have to identify what are the elicitation requirements. So, first is a product request. So, you have to collect the initial meeting, that is the inception. Attendees need to present, so you have to identify the list of objects, list of services or the functions, constraints, performance criteria in terms of the speed and accuracy. You have to identify the objective. The objective is to develop a consensus list of objects, services, constraints, and performance. You have to specify the mini specifications or the objective or the service and issue list to be acted later. The control panel is a well-mounted unit that is approximately 9 by 5 inches in a size, and the control panel has a wireless connectivity of sensors and and a PC. User interaction occurs through a keypad using a 12 containing 12 keys, and 3 by 3 inch LCD control display provides user feedback, and software provides interactive prompts, echo, and the similar function. This is a flowchart of eliciting requirement. In this, you can see that the first step is to conduct the meeting. The second step here is to make the list and the functions or the classes. So you have to identify the objectives. Third is the make the list of the constraint. So, if you have to prioritize your requirements, then there is a one mechanism QFD is used to prioritize the requirement, or if there is a no prioritization, then informally your requirements are prioritized, and after that you have to create the use cases. And in use cases, you have to first define what are the defined different actors, what are the different scenarios, and then you have to create a template. After that, you have to create a use case diagram of the system. Now, what is a quality requirements? Basically, a technique of translating the customer need into a technical system requirements. And this quality concentrates on the maximizing the customer satisfaction and understand what is valuable to the customers. So basically there are normal requirements or the expected requirement. Normal requirements reflect the stated customer goals and the objective, while the expected requirement are implicit to the product or the system. Thus, some expected requirements examples are the user friendliness, reliability, ease of installation, and the operational correctness. Now, what are the exciting requirements? The features going beyond customer expectation, that causing the customer more friendly with the system. For example, it's a multi-touch screen. Basically, this uses customer interviews, observations, surveys, examination, or a historical data for the requirements gathering. And it develops a customer voice table that is reviewed by the customer and the stakeholders. Different evaluation methods are used to extract expected and excited requirement. In the next video, I explain you the elaboration, that is the third requirement engineering task. This is the assignment for your lecture. Define inception, explain inception task in detail, and second is a define elicitation. Explain elicitation task and quality function development in detail. For more learning, you can refer these references. Thank you.